You finally buy that highly rated ring light you've seen in 100 setups, but out of the box, you realize you have to wedge it between your desk and the wall just to get it standing. It happens because a high brightness rating won't help you if the tripod's footprint makes your desk unusable. We often choose gear based on Amazon reviews, while ignoring the specific physical constraints of the room where we actually work. Finding the right light in 2026 involves two practical trade-offs. You must choose a form factor, a mobile freestanding rig or a permanent desk fixture, then select an output architecture. This diagram shows the two main output architectures competing today. On the left, an exposed LED ring pushes a harsh, direct beam onto your subject. On the right, an edge-lit panel softens output by bouncing light horizontally. Mismatching this architecture creates friction, forcing you to rearrange furniture or constantly edit harsh shadows. We are looking at 5 top-tier light setups to see how they map to the physical workflows they were engineered to serve. Your lighting setup succeeds or fails based on how it aligns with the physical boundaries of your workspace. For the untethered professional who works in different locations or away from a desk, the NEEWER 18-inch ring light is a specific solution for mobility. Using edge-lit technology, 288 LEDs along the perimeter point inward. The light reflects through a diffusion layer, creating a soft glow. This diffusion and a 97+ CRI rating ensure skin tones look natural, avoiding a yellow or blue tint. The defining professional feature here is the built-in 14.4-volt rechargeable battery pack. You can carry this out into a park, flip it on, and start shooting without looking for a wall outlet. You get about 70 minutes of runtime at full power or 2 hours on eco mode. When it runs low, it supports 100-watt fast charging over USB-C to minimize downtime between shoots. NEEWER includes a 2.4 GHz remote for syncing multiple lights and heavy-duty cold shoe mounts that can support a full camera setup alongside a phone. This light requires a larger investment, but that cost provides mobility and removes the geographic limits of traditional wall-tethered lighting. The LUXSURE 62-inch light is built for the hybrid craft creator. If you film tutorials or cooking videos, you usually need a standard front-facing camera for talking heads and a specialized top-down mount for your hands. The LUXSURE handles both roles with a retractable boom arm. The horizontal axis extends up to 32 inches, pointing straight down at your workspace. This geometry frames a top-down shot while keeping tripod legs out of view. The light uses 160 LED beads behind a 4-layer 3D soft lampshade. This heavy diffusion helps prevent distracting shadows from falling across your craft or recipe. The trade-off is that the tripod extends to 62 inches to balance that boom arm. It requires dedicated floor space and will not work on a standard desk. If your room has the floor space, this setup is a highly efficient space saver because it combines 2 specialized camera rigs into a single tool. The WFH and podcast professional workflow is defined by staying stationary. For this, desk-bound designs are more effective than freestanding rings. The LIT-OWN's desk light uses a compact metal base and a stand that adjusts up to 32.5 inches, specifically designed to fit behind or beside computer monitors. With a 97.8 CRI rating, it avoids the washed-out look typical of standard desk lamps. It provides accurate skin tones for people who spend several hours a day on camera. Alternatively, the Halavel full-panel light moves away from the circular shape. On the left, a traditional ring light creates distinct contour shadows. On the right, the wider rectangular panel spreads illumination evenly, removing the harsh shadow lines a ring light leaves behind. Halavel also uses a micro-curved edgeless surface. For long recording or streaming sessions, this softening helps reduce glare and eye fatigue. Using these desk setups means losing all mobility. You are permanently tied to a USB port or a wall outlet. For a stationary worker, this is a calculated choice. You trade versatility for consistent facial lighting at a fixed workstation. For a creator building their first setup, the Yesker 18-inch kit serves as the standard generalist option. This kit uses 112 exposed OSRAM LED beads. Mounted on a massive 73-inch aluminum tripod, it is a large rig that requires a spacious room to operate correctly. This traditional design includes a physical knob on the stand to adjust color temperature and heat-dissipating holes to keep the LEDs cool during long shoots. The trade-off is structural. Exposed LEDs create sharper shadow lines than edge-lit panels, and the ring shape will reflect clearly in your eyeglasses. The Yesker is a reliable, high-value starter kit, provided you have a room large enough to accommodate its physical footprint. Choosing the right light requires you to match the hardware's physical size and shape to the actual dimensions of your room. To find your match, for mobile on-location shoots, select the NEEWER. For top-down crafting that requires floor space, use the LUXSURE. For fixed podcasting or meetings at a desk, choose the lit ones or the Holov. For a generalist setup in a large studio space, the Esker is the standard choice. Instead of chasing high brightness specs, select the light that fits the physical footprint of your workflow.